like an apocalyptic analogy of the technology we surround ourselves with nowadays. The Shoggoths went from slaves to masters of fear. They have brought low those who created them. Shoggoths are likened to amoebas, an amorphous blob that comes in varying sizes but can grow to over 15 feet in diameter and has the ability to shapeshift. At a thought, they are able to create organs and even appendages such as eyes, of which many accounts say how they look like blobs of flesh that roil about with a profusion of eyes, mouths, and pseudopedia. They are said to have a level of intelligence, but to what level? Sadly, we are not able to ascertain, as we have not been able to experiment on one. But flaws-wise, it is said that they find it hard to maneuver their great bulk and control their strength. An account from Dr. William Dyer, who discovered the great Elder Thing city and its murals, that is the main source for our Elder Thing and Shoggoths, describe how a Shoggoth just literally rolled over and crushed the giant penguins in its way. Unlike many other horrible cosmic beings, a Shoggoth can be easily identified by their distinctive call, which goes "Takilili, Takilili," a phrase believed to be said by the Elder Things probably to spur them to work harder during the age of enslavement. Historically, the Elder Things created the Shoggoths as water-dwelling servitors for building their underwater cities and other servile tasks. The ability to adapt at a thought making them ideal to deal with the many hazards of deep-sea building, which we humans still have little ability to achieve. They were not intended to have sentience, but only to understand the Elder Things' language, and were controlled by hypnotic suggestion. Over the eons though, evolution being what it is, some did develop a consciousness and even the ability to live on land, as their masters started to retreat more underwater, ironically. Periodically, they would revolt against their enslavement, but would be put down harshly. But the Elder Things, now so dependent on their labor, were unwilling to kill them all. All this led finally to a final revolt, and even against the atomic and direct energy weapons of the Elder Things. The Elder Things were pushed back all the way to their greatest city in the Antarctic, which was built on both land and water. They first lost the landward part of the city, and not knowing that the underwater levels were already infested with Shoggoths, retreated to it, that led to their total demise. Although there are still accounts of live Elder Things on Earth that may contradict that fact. As an academic, I have to point that out. As the ages have passed, we know that they are not functionally immortal, as the reasons for so little Shoggoths on Earth is that little of them have survived to our modern age. They're spread all over the globe and are found in isolated localities like the Antarctic and of course, the deep sea, where occasionally their massive use is allied with that of the deep ones. In a coalition of horror, these particular Shoggoths sometimes referred to as sea Shoggoths. And to speak of how long they have been on Earth, even the science-minded Migos have experimented with the adaptive elements of the Shoggoths by performing mind grafts on them to produce a tamer version of these beasts. These Migo and Shoggoth hybrids being called Go or Go things. Lastly, I have little evidence other than one source on this, but the Elder Things creation of the Shoggoths possibly led to the accidental creation of Ubosatla, a godlike entity supposedly responsible for all life on Earth. Although it can also be argued logically that the Elder Things being creators themselves, that life on Earth was just their discarded experiments, which I tend to lean on. So that, or sadly those, are the Shoggoths. I will down another shot of courage of whiskey for you. It has helped me greatly. Until next word.